Good morning. You're watching FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. We're at Shaw Industries headquarters in Dalton, and I'm with Herb Upton. Herb, how you doing?
Doing great, Kemp. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, so you're Vice President of Residential Product.
That's correct.
All right, and we're going to talk about premium brands, and that's your Coretech and Anderson-Tuftex. Tell us what's going on in that upper end, or the more specialty brands of the market.
Well, as you said, our two premium brands, Anderson-Tuftex and Coretech. When you look at Anderson-Tuftex, we offer premium hardwood, rugs, and carpet to the more affluent residential site. And with that, we take pride in our product mission, and that is, and you've seen the tagline before, we design with intention and we craft with care. And what you'll see today, at least from an Anderson and Tuftex AT side, is a beautiful collection of Stainmaster Pet Protect. And with that, Lisa Lux, our creative designer, will be reviewing that. She'll give you the insight, she'll give you the story behind it, and the inspiration that makes these tailored looks that are beautiful but yet perform in every lifestyle.
Now with Anderson-Tuftex, you have both a hardwood component and a carpet component, but from what I'm understanding for 2021, most of the introductions are on the soft side, right?
That is correct, that is correct. We do have some hardwood new visuals coming out. They will be in phase 2 and phase 3 throughout the year. So we're going to continue to invest in that higher end wood offering. We think it's very important. We've seen that higher end mix of product is more insulated to the erosion that we've seen by resilient. The wood market, people still want to aspire to a great product in wood to put into their home, and we're going to be able to provide that.
So is the consumer buying they're at home, are they spending a little bit more? Is your average net sale of a product, is it going up a little bit?
I tell you, we have been very bullish on what we've seen. The higher end market has held. And whether we're talking about soft surfaces and hard surfaces, people are staying at home, they are putting in nicer valued goods. And so this is good for the industry, this is good for our customers, and the consumers are getting a great product.
So let's shift to Coretech for a minute. On Coretech, that's even a brand that is got somewhat of a following by the consumer, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's the first disruptor. And with the introductions that you'll see today, we continue to put that into our core, is be the disruptor. Style and design, innovation. We're going to have John Crews, who's our Director of Style and Design, talk about a new platform that is not only beautiful, hyper-realistic, but it also performs. And we're also going to talk about different design attributes that you haven't seen out in the industry. Again, it is propelling that Coretech brand. It's the most trusted brand and the most recognized brand in the resilient category. And we're glad to propel that even further.
All right, well, Herb, I appreciate you giving us an update on what Shaw's doing from a premium brand standpoint.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be with you today virtually and share our stunning new collection of Stainmaster Color Point Platinum Pattern Collection. This collection is so elegant, so sophisticated, and completely unexpected in that it is a combination of state-of-the-art tufting technology and the luster of Stainmaster Pet Protect fiber that gives these designs a hand-woven, wool-like look and feel. There are 4 distinctive designs that make up the collection. The first one is Perfect Harmony, which is actually featured on the cover of this month's issue of Floor Focus magazine. It is a modern day take on a traditional organic design inspired by European Rococo tile work. Each element of the design motif is perfectly etched with a single stitch that really brings the design to life and actually gives it sort of a 3-dimensional quality. The color palette consists of 12 sophisticated neutrals, taupes and grays, rounded out by a really rich, deep espresso, chocolate brown, and a very elegant navy. The next one in the collection is Perfect Match, which has sort of a really wonderful mid-century modern vibe aesthetic about it. The inspiration here was fused glass art with randomly placed geometric shapes. What I love about this design is the scale and its understated sort of design motifs. I think really fits well into any sort of design setting. The color palette, again, is 8 sophisticated neutrals, taupes, and grays. And again, the understated nature of this design, that mid-century modern, I think this is one of those timeless designs that fits well into any design setting. The third one in the collection is Picture Perfect, and this is actually one of my favorites. Again, sort of a modern day take on a traditional lattice design. The inspiration here is Japanese kamiko screens, where cut pieces of wood are glued together to create sort of these really wonderful, repetitive geometric shapes in art and architecture. And that design motif is repeated in the carpet design itself. What I love about this is the design effects, and again, the yarn placement really gives this pattern a three-dimensional quality. This is one of those that is absolutely perfect for staircase runners, rugs, but also a great statement piece for a whole room installation. And then finally, last but not least, is Sheer Perfection. The design inspiration here is the art of folded cut paper. Again, you see the use of repetitive geometric shapes. What I love about this is the sort of subtle overlay of a diamond motif overlaid on top of this really elegant mosaic tile design. And once again, the design and yarn effects really work together to create this really beautiful three-dimensional quality. Sheer Perfection is another one that's absolutely perfect for staircase runners, rugs, and again, another great statement piece for a whole room installation. So that is the collection. Thank you so much for joining me and hearing some insights behind design and inspiration. And I hope you enjoy selling it as much to your consumers as we had designing it. So thank you so much.
So John, it's good to see you today. You're in charge of premium brand hard surface, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, and prior to this, you've been with Shaw several years, and you were actually on the commercial side in hospitality for a while, right?
That's right. I was on the commercial side for a number of years, workplace and hospitality, and I've been on the residential side with Coretech and Anderson-Tuftex for the last 2 years.
Okay, so what's new in the premium brands with Shaw in the hard surface category?
Well, specific to Coretech, we have a really exciting lineup for the beginning of 2021 that we're excited to launch. Considering the circumstances, product development has been hard to get out, so we really pride ourselves in what we were able to achieve this year. So with that being said, for Coretech, our overarching theme for the year, our design inspiration and concept is really based around craft and innovation.
So from a new product standpoint, I know you've got MGO core this year and you've gone longer and wider, right?
Exactly, and that's why innovation is so important to us this year. Thinking about the importance of innovation, as most people know, Coretech, our brand pillars are style, strength, simplicity. Innovation is really the one that goes without saying, if that makes sense. So when we think about innovation, we think it's not just about the core, but it can be about the visual aspects as well. So you mentioned a new MGO product. We have our Coretech Advance Plus, which is highly rigid core as well as vastly improved scratch resistance as well.
And the advantage of this MGO core is, as far as expansion and contraction, it just basically takes that out of the equation, right?
Absolutely. So it really makes the focus of the story about the scratch resistance, but you're not trading design as well. In fact, a lot of people feel like this is our most realistic looking product thus far. So you get the great design visual as well as the improved overall performance.
And what else is the focus for Coretech? You've got some stone products. And you also have wood top product, right?
Well, we do have Coretech wood that's been out there for a little over a year. We have another product we're really excited to launch this year is our Coretech HD integrated. And what's cool about this is when we think about innovation, it's not always just about the performance, but it can be about the visual aspect as well. So with the Coretech HD integrated, it's really essentially a bevel that wraps the side of the plank. And what that does, it makes the product look more realistic overall. So thus far, consumers are really used to the painted bevels or the micro bevel. You don't really have any options beyond that. But with the integrated bevel, it really takes the visual down the side, and that added dimension really makes all the difference in making a product feel more realistic overall.
Now with Coretech, it's still Shaw's goal to even build that to the consumer, right?
Absolutely. And design is one of those things. Every aspect of innovation and design are things that'll bring us closer to that, we feel.
Okay. So these new products that you're introducing this year, when will they be available in the marketplace?
So we're currently shipping out a lot of the products, including a lot of the great color additions to popular styles that are already in the market, and a lot of the newer products like the Coretech Advance Plus and the HD integrated bevel. Those are currently shipping now.
As far as what the consumer's buying, are you seeing an uptick in price points?
Currently, absolutely. Considering with the COVID pandemic, people being at home looking for what they want to do to add value to the home. So typically, people are saving up for increasing into a better product for their home.
So John, thanks for an update on Coretech. It's good to be with you. And thanks for being here with us watching FloorDaily.net. I'm Kemp Harr at Shaw Industries headquarters.